punch comes. Okay. The normal block against the punch, they say in karate or boxing, we would say the straight line blocking, but in Aikido, it always uses circular, that's the straight line, but in Aikido, it uses a circular motion to block. In that way, that you can redirect the force of the opponent. Redirect, and then unbalance the partner, not just blocking, the purpose of unbalancing the partner. And also you can hook. So there's a difference in block. Not just blocking, but making it unbalanced. And as you can hook it, you can use it. And Aikido of course uses the joint locks. Here its joints are locked. I'm using the wrist lock, but his whole body is restrained, and that's the point. Not just blocking the wrist, but his whole body. That's why he can't stand up. Audience can't stand up. Obviously, he's restrained. I can talk now, of course. I can keep talking, relax. Of course, he can't do anything. He's totally restrained. So we can throw first and restrain by using the joint blocks. Always use a circular motion to block. You can't probably see it so fast, but I'm using a circular motion to block. Then either way, it's always circular. So it's not just blocking, but I'm using the force to do the technique afterwards. And move forward inside. It's a bit hard to explain because they don't know what's happening with this one. For him, he says just I'm concentrating my whole stress and touching his back. It's not the arm strength he's doing, this one, but it's not also joint lock. Explain this later when you do Aikido, I don't know. Always circular motion in Aikido. So again, keep circling. I just kept circling and blocked his joint. And of course he can keep. So that's why I turn him over so he can't keep moving. Okay, there's a reason I turn him over. And this way totally locked and totally restrained. No danger at all. Quickly turn him over. Always quickly turn him over so there's no chance to kick him. And once you can really restrain both hands, that's very safe. Head under him, and it's very safe. Try all the best, yes. And either way, I can make him stand up and still controlling him. Very fast and lots of force. Once you block properly, that's the initial movement Aikido have to do, and always moving forward at an angle. And once you block properly, technique whatever you like. You can use whichever the technique you like. Now it's all restrained. His body itself is restrained. That's the point. Not giving pain to the wrist is not the point. but giving him all the locks to restrain his body is the main thing. And when he tries to get up, then he gets more pains. Tries and more pains come. Just like you keep him hold. That's why it's used by police to restrain them, to arrest them. Without getting them too much damage, but under the control, we can arrest them. Now continuously. And you can keep punching. Like playing, right? Next combination attacks. Combination attacks with the punch. 2 punches. In Western countries, the attacks, they have the image of boxing. That's very common attacking. And so Aikido, I have to show that Aikido can, yes, use Aikido against the boxing type of punching. Again, we don't block it in a straight line, always in a circular motion. That's what Aikido can offer. Punch comes, everything is in circular motion. Once you block it in a circular motion, you can really use it. And the same thing, if it's combination, 1 punch, basically it's the same. Block, block, and the way you want to use it, just use it. Second, third, it doesn't matter. You can keep blocking and use it the way you want to use it. 1, 2, 3 attacks. Against the kicks. Again, I'm often asked how to do it against the kicks. Firstly, I do the front kick, front line kick. And Aikido movement always going forward. Not straight forward, but having an angle, but forward. never sort of fight against his strength. When you block hard to just push it away, it's more to me it's a fighting, but not just pushing it away. Again, the same principle. You have to use the circular motion to redirect the strength forward. It's coming from the kick. So you have to touch it to redirect it, and then again make him get off balance. Bit of off balance, then you have the time to do any technique. Once, it doesn't matter which direction you move forward, but closer to the kata. By going forward, closing the distance, you can neutralize the kick strength. Initial movement is really important. You have to get the right timing and right distance. Once you get close to the opponent, then you can just grab the hand, grab the body itself, whatever. So it's floppy at the beginning, of course there are joints. Now just put the joints. Once, say, I can initiate even punch, sort of fake punch. And of course, when he throws that sort of punch, naturally the person tries to block it. And once he blocks, when the strength there, now his body is solid in a way. It's all locked. But still there's a tiny little bit of room to fix it. And once it's locked, then one becomes solid thing. You can just throw the solid ball. It's the same thing. From there, it becomes a solid issue. Solid substance. There. Once you lock it and slow, you can do it either slowly or fast. And it's the same thing. Say with shoulder kick. Now I'm locking all the joints. Once I'm solidifying his body, there's joint first and then solidify his body, then pushing that he goes because it's all solidified. There's no loose point. And it's harder to see now. Just uniting his strength and mind in right harmony. And it's the same thing. It doesn't matter striking or grabbing. It is the same principle. Where the contact point, then I can lock his older joint, make him solidified, so as a one like a ball solid thing. If I move it, it moves all his body because it's locked. It looks fake, I'm sure, but he's putting all the strength, his whole strength into holding, and then I can just lock his strength back to him. against 2, but the same thing, aikiwaza. Once you get aikiwaza right against 1, it's exactly the same feeling. It doesn't matter having more strength. 2 people adding, so there's more strength holding sensei's body. But it's the same thing, it's just a matter of blocking. So there's lots of joints in 2 bodies, but from the contact that he locks all the joints into solidify one substance, 2 bodies become one solid thing. So if he moves 2 moves at the same time because it's solidified. That's a word I can use. And doesn't matter from 2 sides each, just make it in 1. By looking and it becomes 1. It's harder to see, but that's what's happening. It's not a faking, it's the truth. Locking up all the joints by adjusting the small gaps. Very advanced techniques, but it's possible when you train Aikido. Wherever you hold it the same, in whichever angle you go, reach out. Okay, now 4 bodies, but using the same principle, adding more strength. Harder to move. But to solidify 4 bodies into one solid substance. Using all the contact. Yeah. Your own strength coming back to you. With a black belt too. We all understand the principle, but that's how difficult it is. It looks, there's nothing happening, it looks, but to lock, you need advanced skill, real advanced skills. How many now? 6 people? Okay, 6 bodies now. How did you find a way to grab? Okay, 6 people holding, or 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah? The same, really same principle, that's what I can say. You need to fill all the gap and make solidify. There's only one solid. There's a certain strategy to do it. Say you're against 3, now it's against 3, but by moving, make it 1 by 1. So first, just a little weight and 3 comes at the same time, of course. That's why it has to be the right timing. Then once you step outside, then becomes 3 straight line, 3 people in a straight line. Then you can deal with, it's now against 2. And now again against 2. So that's the strategy. So always making them in a line and under control. Start.